Alright, folks, we're back. We're gonna end this turn, I think, very soon. Just gonna make sure we didn't miss. We did miss a whole bunch of people. I'm excited. I think we're probably gonna end around here. I'm afraid to kill them because I want our dragon to go attack, but who knows if they will. Who knows? You're good, you're good. Do we want to keep you here? Doesn't matter really at this point. You guys now get to see us murder the druid, most likely. As we summon monster toads, or giant toads specifically. I wonder, can they get, I'm sure they can probably get monster toads, right? Which would be a really good spell to go along with them, because then you'd have these giant HP blobs in your very cheap army. And we're attacking the crow tree with this guy. Which, I wonder who will win. A tree who summons crows or the giant dragon. Who knows? Is this mindless? Is this not mindless? No, it's afraid. It has low morale. Low morale for what I'd assume a tree would. It's interesting. This is the real interesting fight. We're gonna skip past the siege equipment, as you can just watch it murder us if you'd like. But now we have our big front line of skeleton friends protecting us. Our spells won't be found until many, many kobolds are dead, but that's okay. We'll let our slings do the talking. This might be the end of the druid, who knows? His boats aren't here. I don't know if they're supposed to be in the fight or not. It'd be nice if they let you seize the boats from other factions. Like pirates. I wonder if they're ever going to release a pirate faction. They could definitely be a mod. High cultists could kind of be pirates. Like, weird astral pirates. Or void pirates, I guess is the better word. As they kill through all of our shields, our slings will probably very much kill many of these guys, especially these crossbowmen. They don't have enough resistance, but these guys do have a small shield over here, so they will be defended. But clearly not enough is because they're still losing things. We'll speed this up. So watch kobold after kobold be slaughtered at the gate. And, oh, okay, now we're going to slow down, because we got Nala, or our sorceress, Razu, casting spells. Which will just slaughter them, but unfortunately, we're down to our slingers and archers, it looks like. But don't worry, it doesn't mean we've lost, that just means we're now shooting as fast as we can. These fear guys might cause some issues. They can get in range before getting shot to death, which it looks like some of them will. Yeah. But now he's getting stabbed. But he'll slap a kobold with his fist and literally kill a kobold with his hand. He literally punched a kobold to death. How sad is that? How sad is that? As our frost just kicks in and just slaughters them. You can see the real damage if we had better lines here and we didn't go so crazy with the amount of people. How much less attrition we probably would take if we just blasted them with the ice spit ream while a couple of lines sat in the front. That's the power of a level 3 Kobold's King, is that they can do shit like this. And that, you know, this is kind of the weaker one in my opinion. The air one can like buff your army with air shield and then you're insane. Because only your melee guys are really going to die then in good numbers. And that's it. Eporidix, whatever his name is, the great druid has been slain by Nala the Kobold King. Now we see if the Priest King remains after this fight. He's been hanging out here for a while. Does not have good spells for this. If he had Solar Rays or something, kobolds would be blinded, but instead he'll kill a couple with Blood Boil, but not enough. And he is outmatched. As our slingers really get into range, you'll see these guys just fall apart. But we might not even need them, as we have enough little kobold warriors sitting in the front lines, ready to die for their dragon overlords, or their sorcerer kings or their shaman prophets leading them to victory. They did not die, so there's still leadership in the Priest King's army. There might be multiple Priest Kings at this point. Who knows? Still, our Elder Dragon does nothing. Fortunately, very lazy dragons. Very, very lazy. Nope. Nope. There you go, finally. Create another prophet over here. And our fire gems are coming in nicely. This guy could be made a level 3 fire Kobold King, but probably not in time for anything special. We could also buy a fire shaman when it comes available and use them to see our level 3 fire guys, which should probably be the priority over the level 3 Kobold King. Nala can move this way with all her slingers. Nala's done. She rests down here in Sodorath. And the sand crab piers are now held by our other one. We could go grab units with this guy. Why are you... Oh, because you're gaining HP back from the armor. I see. Could start moving you south. I don't know how useful you'll be. I'm mostly archers now. That's all we really need. As Razu, after successfully slaying a Priest King, moves south from his victory. And Tarakas can move east towards the final strongholds of the Priest Kings. We wonder about the fate of the Senator and where their last base is. Is this a base? This isn't. This is a port. I wonder if they use ports as bases. I have no idea. If that could be a new thing. I know outposts are bases for them, but I don't think ports usually are. Maybe they snuck into our castle? Who knows? Some of the mist is still remaining somehow. Just kill this for funsies. With our Black Sorcerer and his Bile Magic shooting friend. Always fun. Always fun to use them. Could build a bunch of mages. I think we'll build them here. In preparation. Mass Combustion, Soldiers of Steel will be very nice on Kobold. So will Fire Shield, but that's not going to be able to be massed. Animate Tree, Briar Cage. These are okay. Not anything too crazy. Sentry them. Any other interesting things we can summon? We could get a Green Sorcerer. Which we'll do. And we're close to where we might be able to make a Green King, at least. I think Ricky is alone here with the air stuff, and he's a prophet, so he must move. Could go up to the Cloud Realm if we wanted, but I don't see a reason to do that in this one. Might be a challenge in the future to conquer all the planes of Elysium, but that'd be kind of crazy. Probably limited only to a couple every series so that it doesn't go on too long. Some of you tend to drop off when it goes too crazy. Also, that's a lot of time on my schedule to do that. It's nice to finish this one up, though. I feel good about it. As we kill this outpost at the edge of the world. Watching him waste all his time summoning a bunch of frogs that'll never see combat. The Senator now has that base. We should take back before they build units there. Crown of Intimidation. That sounds like a thing for a sorcerer. Maybe a future king. Aw, not really that great. Actually, terrible spells right now for him. I'm starting to not like the Bile guys because their summons just aren't gonna cut it generally. In the scheme of things. With a bunch of blue kobolds. Maybe try and build another Elder Dragon down here, although I really doubt he'll still combat. We'll do it anyway. For funsies, if nothing else. Oh, here's another commander. Should we send the blob after him? You kill so many. I'm a little worried we'll kill him before we get to see our Elder Dragon fight. Although we could just sit there and wait for him to finally do something. Kind of want to go sit by that... I'm going to go sit here just so the dragon sees it, maybe. I don't know. Maybe that'll work. We could go kill this augur now. As we see, there's more commanders. We will do that, because I don't want him stealing our stuff. Do we have more? We had you grabbing stuff. Sure, and then could grab more stuff from up here with Shaman. I doubt these guys will ever see combat, but in case we run into a snag, I don't want to have to waste a bunch of turns moving around. A little bit of a weaker army, but hell. Why not? Grab this watchtower. Just regular dudes. Try and take on the stone golem. I don't see how the kobolds would fight against a very high enchanter army, frankly. These things tend to have decent resistance to magic spells, and our damage will just dink, dink, dink. Nothing. No damage to those guys. None whatsoever. So we slay this watchtower. We see the... I think it's the Black Slayer. No, does he do the... Yeah, he does the Dagger of Filth Assassination. Which is cool that your shamans do that, too. I do wish there was like a level 3 cool versions of different Elder Dragons or something. Or a dragon that could move would be nice. A dragon that could move like the trolls used to have. I don't know if the trolls still have dragons. I know they have the weird things now, like the Limor and stuff like that. But I've only seen that briefly. There we go, killed them. They will go take all our stuff again, and we'll have to go fend them off. Our air guy could go try and take him on. Green sorcerer. Dwarven shoes. What do dwarven shoes get you? Let's check it out. Hopefully it's not a cursed item. Oh! Those are really good shoes. This guy's very elemental immune now. Oh shit. Well, we need that other green sorcerer now. Because otherwise, our other sorcerer is going to die, and we don't want that. Oh my god, these guys do start with the worst spells, in my opinion. It's not very good. I have a whole bunch of kobolds sitting here. This is their new home. Those are retired. They fought a good battle there, if I recall. Oh my goodness. I love this idea. I love this. I love this this terrible terribleness. So many slingers. So many of them will die in the fights, but that's okay. Ooh, that'd be close. This front line's actually kind of thin. Might not actually be close at all, but I'm saying it's going to be close. We'll go sit in the tower, see what they do. If anything, maybe our Elder Dragon will attack. If there are any bases over here, they could definitely take this. We don't want them to, so we will spawn kobolds. Still seeing mist residue. Do these portals really connect? Do these portals actually connect to each other right here? That would be hilarious. I need to test that. Even if it costs us this kobold if he dies or something funny. I need to see it. Not enough kobold. Oh yeah, we need to just recruit hella kobolds here to build another Elder Dragon. Although probably won't see combat, unfortunately. I really do. I will take Rika actually, and oh, that's a desert tile. I was gonna say I was gonna attack, but now we're slow. Very, very slow. What are we doing with this shaman? Let's move him into his proper habitat. This must be their base, right? Like, I don't know where else they could... They could be down here, I suppose. We got people moving all over the place. That's good. Coal mine. Attack. Bloop, bloop. We really need to watch out for a fire shaman and actually buy one. Because I want to check out those level 3 summons. Unless we have some of them somewhere that I'm not thinking of. Well, the Temple of Baal might be taken by spiders. Nope, we managed to defend it with that Spearman Force, which is wild. Green Shaman, Red Shaman. And unfortunately for our maybe future Kobold King, he needs to be not bought because we need to buy a Red Shaman. Let's see what these level 3s look like. Let's see, they don't have the best spells technically, but that's okay. Their sorcerers get that spells anyway, so. And we'll see next turn what their special units are when they become available. And that should be cool. Vicky will move down here and try and end that guy. We'll move here and try and test this portal. If we survive, he might attack us. Let's see. Attack another temple. And hopefully go take the king's castle soon. Who knows if they've even taken it. They might have just ignored it. I don't think we'll see action with the red kobold guys, but that's okay. I haven't moved these guys in a while. You can sentry over here. This is your new home. This port is Tikala's home. Liara. Strange name for a port. Named after the wonderful Liara of the wind, the seas. Sentry you there. You guys managed to win this fight. What to do with them now, I do not know. We're getting a decent amount of green emeralds that we can probably upgrade one soon. For Kobold King. See the level 3 Bile spells, because they're unusual, because unlike the others, these are... You know, we've seen Frost Magic before if you've ever played enough Conquest. Bile Magic you might be new to. So I am new to it. We are going to start trading for the emeralds to get it quicker. We're going to start trading at overprice. Someone's moving down here. That is one thing we should start taking aware of, that we can just do that. And do it more, where we just auto-move people. We're going to speed this real quick. You're going to see the power of so many Kobold Slingers, because enough of them will break through shields and defense like this. And those pike guys don't survive well to slings at all. They have 1 armor. They do survive well to the people attacking them, but slings will eventually overcome them. Especially an army this massive. As they continue to shoot, they will win. As we always do. Come on, Elder Dragon. Move around, buddy. Stop being so lazy. Red Sorcerer. Sword of Enfeeblement. That do. To make him small? That'd be funny if we just fucked him up. Just weakness? Oh, that's boring. It'd be funny if it decreased the size of your unit or something cool like that. It does not. What a great portal. What a necessary portal. I don't love that portal either. Can you destroy it? Maybe. If you can destroy it, it's fine. I mean, let's try and kill him. Finally do our thing with this guy. This is not the right guy, is it? This is a sorcerer. It might as well be. It's Rook. Now he's a Kobold King, and he got Green Death in some... See, this is not... I would not do these guys. I would not prioritize them. They are not the best. But you could have... We have 200 yet? Nope, nope, nope. Not 200. Need 200 for that. For our plans there. Can see those fire summons now. Our red dragon spawns. Oh, they get a halberd and a fire breath. They have more HP. I mean, these are what these are in my mind is to kill a front line of archers in a tower still. But like, is the halberd a good idea? They also will kill more tanky units, right? So maybe killing dwarves, this might be good. Yeah. I would fly these into a Dwarven Hold and slice through armor. Although their Fire Breath won't help with that. Might be better off doing a bunch of Lightning Drakes, though. I mean, I see their use. But these also have a shield and would survive more, and they have that Poison Spit. That would hurt things like dwarves, so in that situation they'd be better. I mean, these are tools in your toolbox, obviously. There's the white spawn. These are the ones I don't get the most. I don't think your faction needs... I guess they can fly up to the skies or whatever, but, like... I don't think your faction needs a 5 damage bow. Yeah, I just don't think... We'll talk about some of this in the after action report. But, yeah. I was hoping they'd have a fire shield. Like, these guys... The ice ones are favored, it seems. Because, like, the ice shield just seems like the best. I would definitely... Like, 2 cold damage on an ice shield. And a shield... I mean, I would just go with the poison or the ice. Poison if you want to do more damage with the poison. Unless you're fighting, like, you know, the witch. You know, these would be... You know what these would be really good against? These would be good against the trolls. Oh, these would kill trolls like crazy. Also Hydra. But then these guys have poison resistance, but like they'll die to Hydra over time. I mean, they're interesting. The poison ones also have these spawn archers, which these are actually decent. But that's not very high range. I mean, it's below your bow. And they do rank towards the mid. That would be good behind, like, a line of your warriors. Just a single line of your warriors. You throw a bunch of the spitters. That could actually be an interesting strategy. One day we might try it. If we ever come back to the kobolds on the channel. Which, you know, we might. It's a possibility. It probably won't be for a long time. Because I can't imagine them doing for any quests after we've done all the factions. I really cannot imagine that. I don't know how useful that would be. Oh dear God, we're getting deluged. Cast your Chain Lightning, please. If you're in range. Thunderhead. Let's do Chain Lightning. There we go. These guys don't have lightning resistance, so they will... Oh God, but the luge will hurt you. You've got an ever-healing wound and you're stunned. Come on, Mr. Shaman. Thunderhead him at least. Do something. Okay, he's starting to get in melee combat here in a second. Thunderheaded him. Oh, that Thunderhead. Thunderhead against big tanks will just destroy them, which is nice. Because it's, you know, strikes 3. 1 to 12 damage. Extra effect once target is hit. Like, oh, it's beautiful. We've killed another commander of the Priest King. Yet another will fall here. And we will take that castle. That might be the death of him. I don't think that's his last base, because I haven't seen a temple period. Pyramid, my lord. What a slip of the tongue. Another blue sorcerer. Not all that interesting. Not enough kobolds still. You know, we could fight this stack. That'd be an interesting battle. And we'll try and take the castle. This is going to be rough. I think the spells will win it over, though. Because there's not a lot of good stuff in there. You up through here. Bunch of gems here. That's a really high gem for just a low area there. Quite a few gems. Could say it's a gem in the rough. Hey, they rebuilt the Senator. And Gustinius has taken over. As we kill one of his centurions. Centurions of the battle. as those guys continue to move down south. This should be a relatively easy fight. Hopefully he'll not summon more snakes and just do Green Death or whatever. What was it called? Yeah, Green Death. Because he knows his snakes are never going to reach the battle. I don't love these guys. I don't love these guys at all. It's just edge of the battlefield, serpents. You know, maybe in a long contest, sure, this could be useful. But in my experience, a lot of those low health summons die. The toads are a little better than the serpents. These serpents are bad. If they can poison a commander, sure, but they're not going to get there most likely. You're in a prolonged battle. They might be good siege. I think they're defenders, but this faction has enough defense. It has plenty of stuff to defend with. That's not what we're struggling with. And you're not going to struggle with it if you're getting level 3 sorcerers, I imagine. If you are, I don't know what to tell you. What is this? Oh, it's one of their... Okay, yeah, this one, that was from 4, too. I just didn't recognize the model. Just a blood mage. Demon witch. Whatever they're calling her these days. We blast through these guys. Protective Winds actually really helps against us. Has she cast it? I don't see it. That will, Wind Guide. This is a spell that, level 3 white sorcerers do really well, that I think. Because they have air spells, and they will get Wind Guide. And if you start getting Wind Guide, you know, these guys are all going to shoot better. They do 1+ range and 1 damage for missiles. If you got a lot of air gems, prioritize your air gem sorcerers, because they can shoot out Wind Guide and fuck it up. I guess shamans could too. But buying sorcerers might just give you Wind Guide. I don't know if there's a level 3 of Wind Guide, but it's a new spell. And it's really good. And then you also might just get Air Shield, which, you know, air shielding kobolds is also great. So you have all these backliners who tend to get shot to death. But if you air shield them, they won't. I'm pretty certain we're going to win this fight. We might go through all of our front line before these guys start firing. Although range 10 is pretty far. This one will probably never shoot. Yeah, there we go. Just an entire line, entire waves taken out of Frozen. As we watch this battle proceed, we'll speed it up a little bit. This might be the end of the Priest King, although I believe he still has his temple. But we'll have dealt a mighty blow by taking the King's Castle and increased our money gain quite a bit. Because unlike the capital, this one just boosts your gold gain across the board, which is really nice. Fortunately, most of these guys are now out of our range, and they have these 2 towers back here, too, that we'll have to fight through. But now, you see, this is a problem. These guys tend to be useless now. I don't love these 2 towers back here. I've had wizards stuck in the back. Especially the Scourge Lord. His Citadel starts with one of these back things, and his Scourge Lord tends to sit back here. And the problem with that is he needs Life Force to cast his spells, and then he doesn't cast his spells. Which, what the hell are you going to do with that? Like, he just doesn't do anything. It's not good. Still focusing on this for some reason, leaving this kobold to just absolutely get slung to death. Once our caster moves forward, if he decides to, things will go better. And he's starting to move forward. Many kobolds died in the siege of the King's Castle, but now we can say we are truly kobold kings, per se. Wyvern Knights, Sorcerers. I mean, we didn't use much of the Drakes and Wyverns. We could be using them now, but it's a little late. Spawn a Wyvern Knight, why not? Like, by the time you start getting your upper level guys, like, these are going to be better than most Wyvern Knights to prioritize your resources with, it seems. At least that's my mind on it. Hopefully he hasn't shipped off to another island or something that we don't know about. Then we have to go track him down. Let's, boop, boop, boop. Just enough to defend there. And we'll grab a bunch of blue kobolds and throw them in the army. And we'll go try and track down his final base and eliminate him. We take this iron mine that's been sitting back here all juicy-like. A bunch of these gem deposits, and we'll just overrun some boars. They bored us. Terrible joke, I know. Still not enough for a dragon. Elder dragon, specifically. Not that they'll do anything. You know? What if I could, I would, you know, take this chief and go like, hey, Mr. Dragon, join us. But he's like, nah, bruh, I'm stupid. I don't wanna do that with you. Let's kill this. Why not? Still, this castle behind us is sat there. We don't need that castle, though. No interest in it. Continue to shuffle this guy down. Continuing to stop the senator from getting out. I'm gonna go cover this side, and I'm gonna go jump on the rainbow and see where that goes. I might have already seen the other end of the rainbow, but I'm curious. As always. So ice guys move forward, hopefully freezing this guy and preventing him from casting spells. Oh, no, didn't prevent him. Our blue sorcerer might die. Our blue sorcerer died. That's one of the things there, huh? It's one of the big problems. And now they're escaping. And we're seeing the Priest King is definitely not dead. He's got some men to say things to us here. And, fortunately, we can just blop this guy down. Grab some more units. And say hello to this army. Should have bought the elites, actually, but who needs elites? Ooh, they're getting desperate. They're sending these guys alone. It's very interesting. Okay, Lurky, you're gonna go try something for us. You're gonna go see what's at the end of this rainbow. Oh, it just leads to the clouds. It's not that interesting. Okay. Funny, we still have that stuff in Agartha, which is actually pretty... This is pretty great if you can grab this early, because usually units won't go down there. I have found that some scouts like to go down there and things like that, but regular armies don't go down there too often. You did see that Doomstack come down there, but they never came back again, although we did eventually kill them. You know, you can actually build your blue dragon spawns. Oh no, I thought this was a citadel. If you could build your dragon spawns in these, they'd be really worth. So that's one of your biggest limiting factors here is the... I guess they're just past this jungle or in this desert where the tribal kings lay. Come on, Mr. Dragon, just go attack, please. Do it for me, please. Please, please. I doubt he'll listen. Let's try and up that body count. Do we have enough? We do. He got a moonstone, which is not helpful for him. In this. He's no different, even though we summoned him with an ice guy. Riza. Maybe he'll go attack the dwarves and give us a show before he dies. Or before we win, sorry. Literally killed almost every kobold in this base to do it. The great murder of the kobolds is you literally just go like, hey guys, dragon's coming home, just chill out for a minute, and then like the dragon shows up and they all die. And like, what the fuck? Might lose our prophet, dude? Yeah. Very much likely to... Yep, we lost our prophet. He's poisoned. He'll die, which means, you know, even trade. One of those guys in a couple of units is definitely worth that entire army, frankly. Oh, God. Because they're kobolds. And we can replicate that guy tenfold. Go take out this guy. Now that we know where this goes, I'm uninterested in that rainbow. At the end of the rainbow. It's a Klaatu song. Oh my lord. That's a big glob of troops. Get your shamans here. It's interesting. Your Black Slayer shamans. Not that they're too impactful sitting in places like this, but hey. That's something. Ow. Kind of hoping to finish this episode. We might still get to do it. We're really holding out for this dragon to attack. I don't know if he will, guys. I'm sorry. It's just so lazy. So lazy. Lazy dragons. Almost wonder if we should start moving troops down. Just in case. We could just move these armies. I just want to make sure we have enough to take out the final guys here. Not end up short and then have to just move so many. We'll put some of them on a trajectory here. We'll actually spawn some other stuff with them as well. Some green dragon spawns. Grab a whole bunch of you dudes. Grab the Wyvern Knight. Grab all these archers and can be ordered to come down here. And we'll never touch him again most likely. But if we have to, we have him. Same with these guys. Same principle. Is that if we need them, we'll be glad we hit these buttons. Now why? You're not killing it one? I don't understand that. Weird. We don't get the spawns from this? I don't care. I don't care to investigate. You guys can comment if you'd like on why that's happening. We're going to take them all. Because why not? And we're never touching those guys again until we have to. We'll do it with these guys too. So this is a profit. At the end of every turn, you guys will hear those guys move, but I'm not paying attention to them unless bad things happen here. Which, you know, it's always a possibility. As we see some of the Priest Kings, Tribal Kings try and get out. Blue Sorcerer, Green Sorcerer, Sorcerers. Let that guy get out for a second. I don't care too much about a bunch of slaves. We'll pick him up later. Oh dear. Seafather, he's really far back and we'll have trouble fighting early. These guys, though, with the poison glaze will slaughter. These guys have a poison spit, my word. Very dangerous port. We are hunting for them. Ooh. Oh, the Frost Drake. Love it. Love Frost Drakes. And you are assigned to kill this Tribal King wherever he goes. You're assigned to kill this. You're assigned to continue to sit next to this, as your ancestor has been doing for a long time. Making our way in the world, huh? Okay, we're completely focused over here now. Things will take part across the other side of the map as units move here, but otherwise we're good to go. We're gonna build up a bunch of frost guys. We could build up a bunch of those poison ones to go take out that port if we have to. I'm not sure we'll have to though, because I don't believe that's one of their bases, and we might just try and kill them at their home. If we can find it, that is. We might try and take this. Don't think they'd be successful. But we will make sure they're not. By getting a whole bunch of these dudes. Here's the temple pyramid. And we're going to try this. It's a little risky, but hey, fortune favors the bold. And that is a bold action. No bases left this way, so this will likely kill the Priest King. And that will mean only the Senator remains, which, if it's going to kill him, which I believe it will, why not go out swinging? Against armies unnecessarily. That's fun. Unless he's on an island or something, I believe this is the end of the Priest King. And we'll give... we'll spam a bunch of turns until we see if this dragon ever moves. Or if the other dragon moves, but I don't think they will. It's mostly a just easy win. All those sleighs fall apart. We have casters and things that will murder in the backline for us. This spell is great because it gets near their. Those will kill enemy commanders. I do suggest getting these guys just for the shadow assassin spell, so you can kill their wizards. Because you know, range 15. As long as they're not super far back, you'll grab yourself a caster, perhaps. Okay, let's speed this one up. So we lose all our front line, that's okay. High attrition. It's possible we lose this. It's possible we kill each other to man. Who knows? About as chaotic as, what's his face? James Spader? Is that his name? The bald guy from The Blacklist and season of The Office? The episode where he goes, I'm the fucking Lizard King. And that's very appropriate, because I'm the fucking Lizard King, right? Technically the Dragon King, but that's okay. We did win. Priest King did not die. Which makes me think the ports are bases for them somehow. Or they've sailed off to distant islands, which I don't want to have to deal with, because I don't know what islands are. I don't know what islands are if they're in the game. I have no idea. There are things I just don't know yet. But they're not dead, and it makes me ask that question. Which, if we have to kill these are going to be hard to kill. A lot of dudes. Which makes me think it's dragon spawn for this last one. And there's plenty of dragon spawn. What are we trading for? Buying emeralds is perfect. Perfect. Because in those long battles, maybe the giant toads will be useful. Who knows? We didn't mean to get those kind. But we'll just get as many as we can in every fort that is available to us. Continue to hold the senator here, although if he's made his way to an island, I'm going to be very disappointed. I don't know enough about those islands yet. I have not explored plenty of the plains. I know there's like a primal plain and a bunch of other shit, but well, if I've seen that. As our kobold forces move in. Those are pretty far away. We're not set to go all the way here. Beep, beep, boop. Go. Fire guy's going smoothly. Yeah, he's getting smoother. Smooth enough. We do have a bunch of wizards, but we don't have a level 3 library, unfortunately. Did not spawn on the map. Because we've explored everywhere on Elysium proper, except for maybe like this tile. So we have some wizards, though. Could be very helpful in taking things. This guy is not so helpful. She is. Lizard. Okay, that's good. We'll take a bunch of ice kobolds and probably kill something with them. We have an army of ice kobolds on the way. We have a okay-sized army. And with a bunch of dragon spawn coming from here, that would be a much better army. I think I like the look of that. As more of their commanders try and make an exit, desperately clinging to life. Bunch of sorcerers and shamans. Go stomp this guy. Could cause us some issues, but okay with that. Long right click? Why a long right? Weird. Could buy mercenaries too. Super enthused over that idea. But enough to overrun them. I really need to look up the overrun mechanic. I'm not super worried about it though. Not bothered. I'm not missing a base they have, right? They're not in the cloud. I just want to make sure they're not in the fucking clouds or something stupid. We took that. That's our base in Agartha. Could just explore around and make sure no one's up here. Hey guys, you up in the clouds? Hey, no, you're not in the clouds? Making sure. Tried to murderize them. Have to kill the senators, people who continually try and leave. They're like, we want to escape. We're like, you cannot escape. Not today. Whatever. You belong here to us now. This is your new home. We have a whole bunch of stuff to recruit. A bunch of dragon spawns. At every base we can get. Ooh, a blue sorcerer. We'll take that. Blue dragon spawns to be led by the sorcerer. What do you have? Blizzard again. Beautiful. Okay, you need to move out immediately. You guys are on a new mission. To slaughter the enemy. These two could probably take out those ports, frankly, with the blizzard spells. We could do dragon spawns. Do we want to do a shaman? I'm fine without it. We are using our gem income, so it's going to be hard to upgrade a sorcerer if we do this, but I'm okay with that. We'll take a Drake into the final battles here. If the Elder Dragon moves right when I leave, I'm going to be a little irritated, but that's okay. That would cost that base. We could build a base here too. I'm okay with not doing it. Just sentry you. You're not involved in our blue kobolds. The one we started out with will fight this final battle with Nala not being anywhere near it, but that's alright. Black Dragon is killing these knights. His favorite food. Easily enough, take this out. Blue kobolds. I'm excited for this blizzard, because they'll be in the back, safe and sound as the blizzard is cast. That's actually really good. If you can get, like, level wiping spells on, like, your either level 3 sorcerers, or in this case, level 2 cold, you do that. And level 2 cold is going to be a lot more accessible, so you might want to invest in that to see if you can get it from that. I'd say. Because these are prophets. These aren't our... No, they're not our sorcerer wizard people. That's pretty good to have that. Oh my god. And of course we get access to an old wizard. With boarhide armor, meaning he's not absolutely ineffective at living. Acid rain and wild growth, okay. Protective winds, ooh. It's not bad. But if we send him with our cold guys, he will die, so... You know, this is going to be the first wave. The Black Kobolds said they could do it. They told us they would win, but we knew they would not. Led by the old sorcerer, Uthaladan. They would try to take on the Priest King's mighty armies. They were fools, we called them. True to that, perhaps, we will see what happens. Some cool narrative stuff I just did there. It's my inner dungeon master coming out. Spawn more green dragon spawns. Get our ice homies ready. Why not? We have even more ice guys coming in. Send the mightiest armies ever seen on Elysium down there. Got another webpage on accident when I was playing. And this guy can move with his Falling Frost. Oh geez, how'd you get out? Oh, we killed you. I guess there's a part here we can't see. So we'll move the reds here. And completely encircle. Possible? Yeah. There we go, and we just need to move here, and then if they move there through the jungle, they'll be stuck, basically. Because it takes 3 tiles to get through. Okay. We lose troops here, of course. What we have to do. You have Hailstorm on. You psychotic person. Twisted figurine, necklace of the Winter Queen. We could have given that to Old Wizard, and I think that would, does it actually give you level 3 winter spells? That's a curiosity. If it does, that would mean something very interesting. A moon mage. It does. Oh god, he's memorized everything. I'm actually going to move here, and we're going to trade that off. You don't have Blizzard or the Hailstorm, do you? Okay, you're... Whew. Okay. And now our priest can only use ice shards. Okay. That fight would be very traumatic for kobolds if he hailstormed. You're like, why? Why have you done this to us? Did grab all those guys, right? Yeah, we did. Keep clicking on my web page. I have YouTube open, but I'm clicking on it. And this should be interesting. You're gonna kill this guy, but hell. Actually left the lady who might have been useful, but she will die in this fight. This is our human sacrifice. Wyrokar will be our catalyst for our spells. And hopefully they die after we take these 2 ports. I have no idea where to find them otherwise. I haven't interacted with the boat's mechanics that much, and I imagine that's the only other place they could be. But it's totally possible humans now get ports. I mean, yes, you can recruit from ports now. I've already seen that. What am I talking about? I mean, we have ports that we can recruit. That's a deserted port. We recruit from this port. Where'd it go? Yeah, so ports are bases now. That's weird. I'm a dummy. Ignore me. Ports are now bases. We understand that. Okay. We understand that now. Ports weren't bases before, so that's new. Oh, Christ. Okay, we're off. She killed a lot of kobolds, but gave us a bloodstone amulet. They're really trying to escape, guys. Our dragon is not making any moves. I've seen these guys fly around before. But I guess they're just lazy. You have other priorities, though. You're going to go over here. You're going to go through this tunnel. And then, no, actually... it'd be better to go through the tunnel, and then we'll make it over here. First, though, we will try to murder it with this skeleton crew, and they're all going to die, but that is our very big sacrifice of kobolds for the early raid. This is our Alpha Strike Force back here. That will go probably with these guys so we can just get as much blizzards as possible. Although, oh my god, they have a lot of Long Dead. Are they summoning Long Dead? Why are they getting this much Long Dead? Oh. Do they have weak access to Necromancy? I don't see Insanity. Can she just summon Long Dead? No, we'll see one day. One future moon. Far off. We will see. We have this Alpha army coming down here. And we're actually close to where we might have a level 3 poison caster. Oh no, he's not a sorcerer. Over here we could have one. But he'd be kinda, you know, not useful by then. As this shaman just absolutely gets the shit kicked out of him by these armies. Okay. Daggers of Filth. I don't think we'll win this, but hey, it's worth a shot. Entangle the holy hell of people and do some shadow summons. They might Shade Warriors themselves and stuff like that. Ethereal would help. Okay, he's someone air shielded. He did. That's gonna keep him alive a little longer. Ethereal on top of that would mean these slingers are basically fighting at super high advantage. They've been armored from this guy with Oak Army. Might start acid raining soon. Be funny to see. Still not Ethereal. He has Berserker. This axe gives Berserker, doesn't it? Oh, it's this Boarhide armor. So if he gets tapped, he's not going to cast spells anymore. What a great use of a 400 gold old wizard. I love it. Oh, God. I'm wild. Are you not going to cast Acid Rain? That would ideally be what you do. They're having trouble killing us now because of the air shield. Oh, God. And if these guys Shadow Warriors everybody... But they're not going to do that. They've only cast Ethereal on like a couple. Let's speed this up. I mean, like... the fact... If this wins, I'm just going to be like, what the f... I mean, this is a powerful wizard, but... They should stop... Oh my god, they're winning. They're winning! They won! They're gonna win this! There's no way, come on. Really? They're having trouble just dealing with the Ethereal of the air shield! Oh god. And the summons are good too. I mean, the shades are great, but... We might lose this by the skin of our teeth. No, I think we're gonna win. I think we won! This is stupid. This is ridiculous. You were supposed to be a sacrifice, Uladan. You were not supposed to win with the shamans. Well, this is what you can accomplish with a little. Fuck it. This is the kobolds, guys. They'll pull some tricks on you. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness gracious. I can't believe it. You were supposed to be a sacrifice! Now we have this giant stack of units. We gotta bring them down here, and they're gonna fight in this upcoming battle here. And hopefully kill the Priest King. Still haven't seen either of my Elder Dragons move. I find these guys super unreliable. They're good base defense, frankly. We could leave this base empty now, and it'd be fine, but... Otherwise, I'm not seeing their great use. And soon we can descend on this, and we'll have a level 3 sorcerer if we want it. It's not it. These are both sorcerers, actually, yeah. Mastery, did you get anything useful? Giant toads! Deadly Fumes is good. Very good. Low damage, but wonderful. Could we actually turn all the summons off on this guy? Nope. That's a part of the problem. You can't turn those summons off either, usually, in there. There'd be a lot of them. Might throw this guy at the Senator, or he could be our new third defense force here. That will replace this paltry force. I think Kot Iki deserves a retirement. Frankly, I think he really does. He's been doing a lot. He's been holding up the fort. He's like, oh god, help. All my brothers have died. I am the only one left after years of warfare. Oh, you're gonna go take to the ocean. Okay. Well, guys, we have it. We have a dragon versus dragon battle. I couldn't have planned a better ending to this. We're ending the episode here. You'll get to see him in battle. Which he almost immediately fears the other dragon. But, guys, dragon versus dragon. If he charms it, that'd be funny, but it's gonna die. It's got so much poison. Oh, he doesn't have confusion. He actually only has sleep and terror and stuff like that. There's a bear in the water. What? Oh, that's a new tag for the bear. That makes the bear really bad. Don't take the bear into the snow. What the fuck? That's a stupid tag! Oh my goodness. Well, our dragon has taken over, and that guy died of drowning. He can't survive in the water. Got another totem mask. And now the dragons have decided to both move. This one's just killing dwarves. But you've got to see them now. This guy's got Displaced Army, which will make him absolutely wild, because it's going to be hard to hit him. Bewilderment and Color Spray. So he can cause confusion, and he can win units over for you, potentially, but he'll usually just slaughter things that he jumps on. From my experience, as we wrap up the Priest King, Well, you guys got to see them. I don't know where he is. Is he drowned? Is he bit back already? Where the fuck is he? I'm guessing he drowned. That's my thought. Okay, if you guys see him, let me know in the comments. My hypothesis is he drowned. I don't see him. Well, a sea dragon versus dragon. You guys got to see dragon fights. Oh, here he is. Never mind, he didn't drown. Dummy. Didn't notice him in the squares of Doom, the Doom Patrol here. And that means we're probably going to kill the senators soon. Maybe they'll start moving around a lot more now that the first strike has been blown and they got a hunger for battle. We'll have to see. These guys have another priority. They're going to go take this from all these frogs. And we're going to lose hella troops, but, you know, with two... didn't we have two? I swore we were bringing two. Oh, he's over here. So we need him to have two Blizzard casters. Which would be absolutely wild. He's decently far away. Got more dragon movements. Fighting at the strange portal, not important. This is a win, you guys understand that. Doesn't look like our dragons moved, or if they did, they didn't hit anyone. And we're gonna give the game a save. And I think we're done here. That is if we win these battles. Which is a chance we don't. This one's a little risque. But we have backup patrols at the ready. Hundreds of kobolds ready to go fight. Could have grabbed a bottle of living water and thrown it in there, but that's okay. And over here, our Alpha Strike Force, right here, will attempt a fight. These three will go, and if there's anything to wrap up, Zokamar and Tarikas will move there. Pardon my terrible pronunciations. But these three will show us glory. With our prophet casting, hopefully a lot of hailstorms. Not hailstorms, blizzards. Hailstorms would murder us. And he'll just cast that from the back whenever, so that'll start almost immediately. These guys are not immune to it. So, guys, this could be the end of our battles. Our dragons have decided to attack. Maybe one of our dragons will join us? I doubt it, though. I'm gonna go a little bit slower. Yeah, we got a little bit of a longer episode, but it's the ending. All things end, even these campaigns. These guys absolutely got pummeled. So your answer to these guys is they die. I guess you could send them up with your Wyvern Knights and maybe they'd be okay. This is a stupid amount of summons. That is unnecessary. Although these frogs are going to be nice. Oh, actually, these frogs are real great that have jumped up here. Oh, that's beautiful, though. I don't know which one that was. It was either Green Death or... I think it was probably Deadly Fumes. Yeah, that's Deadly Fumes. It's that burst 100. That's hot. What is the range? Range 10 versus range 8? You definitely want Deadly Fumes, because it'll just cast earlier. And this is a definite... The Senator's dead. Dead by poison. We see the men strangling as they try to survive the deadly kobold poison. Exciting. This is what we've been working for, guys. This kind of venomous death. This deadly fumes that we pour into the mouths of the Senator's men as our archers go into melee combat. Because they fly up to the front like madmen. This should be the death of the Senator. Speed it up a little bit since you can see it's over. Our wonderful commanders, Trika and Iruk, have finished this for us. The blind Iruk. Very wounded. It's over. That's all, folks. Likas, the senator, was eliminated by the Kobold King, and we get to see how this battle goes. We're going to get hit with this. I think this will go well, personally. But we'll have to see. Their caster is way too far back. Where our caster is way too far back, but he's got spells he will use, like Blizzard. You will see ultimate destruction of these guys, though, as they go to the front here and get poisoned to death. Okay, he's animating trees. It's always nice to add a little animated tree to our animated bush to our army. Our front line's just gonna die, but look at that. Oh god, get Blizzard casters and throw just spearmen even in front. And watch as they will just cast this from the back and cause devastation. People are frozen. They had way more frogs to hurt us with before, they now have way less. And he's gonna keep casting Blizzard, and it won't hurt your army at all if you have all your blues. I definitely advise this. Blue is probably the way to go. I think if I could restart, I would prioritize getting these guys and hoping they get Blizzard and not Hailstorm. Either way, it's likely you'll have enough spells to grab either way, unless you have a crown on. But as you can see, it's just devastating. They haven't even hurt our Drake, really, because they're all getting frozen, and now they have. They all get frozen. Just wrecked. This guy took a wound, never healing wound. And so you can take out big stacks of, like, even these really good Toad Warriors that, you know, usually would be pretty hard. They have shields, and they have, you know, poison weapons instead. And these frogs, think all these frogs that are poison spitting. That would have been devastating if they weren't frozen all the time, or, you know, they're dealing with numbness, which, each attack that is strong enough to penetrate the unit's armor, so it even does more damage to them when they get hit with their little slings, which is really good combination, that numbness. Just getting hit with all the time. And, this peaceful music will drown us out of the game, I believe. As I believe it's over. Well, guys, we did it. Another game won. Looking at this, you can see, well, this is us. We were fighting with the dogs, and then eventually, this is really what you need to do with kobolds, is you need to get a bunch of mines and snowball. Before that, right, you're going to really struggle. Another alternative strategy is go with a few mines, trap the hell out of them, or spawn elder dragons and other dragons in them. But that'll take a long time. Whereas if you snowball, you'll get this stuff quicker. Citadels, obviously, we rose. Golden Come. I wonder what that was. That's weird. But you can see here, compared to other factions, we struggled a while for gold. You can follow my mouse cursor here. It was tough. There was plenty of factions that were doing way better than us in gold. Production, though, because we sit in mines, a big problem was we don't go grab all the settlements that provide gold. We sit in mines. We were generally pretty well on gold. This guy, who is the green dude here? This line that was ahead for a while. Bakemono did well because they prioritize production too, although he didn't have a lot. The Bakemono strat over there was actually really bad for him because you tend to like mountains. Don't really need to see herbs or anything. Could show gems. He had a lot of gems throughout the game. Life Force, there was no Scourge Lord. Weirdly enough, no Scourge Lord. That would have been an interesting foe to fight, actually. But those are our score graphs. I'm going to go look at the map. So we started up here. Actually, I'm going to do this on the loading screen, so we can look at things. So we started up here in this little kobold lair. One big mistake we made is not seeing this immediately, which would have boosted our sapphire income dramatically, and also getting mosquito bites, because there's mosquito apparently down in here that are continuing to harass me. But we got plenty of kobolds moving this direction. We also then, we didn't have plenty of kobolds that we could have had moving this direction and killing the senator early on, which would have given us a lot of benefits. This place was relatively empty, thinking about it now, and taking on the senator early like that could have been feasible, because we could have overwhelmed him with numbers of squads of kobolds and throw slingers in, and he would have taken plenty of attrition trying to take those back. Now, we moved over here instead and killed the dwarves as soon as we saw this, which, I mean, it's almost just as good as getting this. I think we probably just could have managed both. In this area, this is like some of the best you can hope for is getting a dwarven city, frankly, because you'll get multiple kinds of kobolds. And then we had even better stuff here with the iron mine, and the abandoned mine was okay. Obviously, it's, you know, not as good as having an actual mine. But we stalemated for a while after that, and really had to duke it out. We got some of this stuff up here. Eventually, we sought out other mines, though. I think really over here is our next expansion of mines. And then you can see from there, the factions that were left that were powerful, we kind of snowballed over. The big problem was the illusionist, and thankfully, someone killed the level 3 illusionist. I'm a little unsure what happened to him. He had a bunch of mirrors here that were empty. I'm guessing he got into a really dangerous fight with someone. But after that was dead, the next threat was the Priest King, and that mirror guy could have really killed us. And then we just had to wipe up the Bakemono. We had a couple conflicts where they killed a bunch of our troops, but they, again, kind of killed themselves. That's the unfortunate thing with the Kobold, is a lot of your enemies will kill each other before you can really take off. Because when you really take off is when you've gotten all your mines and you start throwing out patrols everywhere and kind of overwhelm them. I'm sure there's different ways to play them. I think that's probably the main way. We look at some of their units. Something we noticed towards the end here, which would have been valuable in the beginning, is if you do start with things like Cold. Cold, as we know now, and I knew this before, but I didn't think about it until I saw it, is they have stuff like Blizzard, which is only level 2 magic, which you can throw behind lines of kobolds and freeze the enemy and just kill them with that caster in the back. You could throw, perceivably, a bunch of these stupid guys in front, hundreds of them, right? And just do blizzards to take out big doom stacks. Now, that's if they don't have things like Gale. We saw our problems with things like Gale. And fortunately, they split off their dudes after we fought them a little bit, and they had some of their stack problems and things like that. And then the mist really fucked them up when they all couldn't hide from us enough, and some of them ran into us. But those map wipers are going to be dangerous to you unless you fix the element with them. But unfortunately, bludgeoning damage is going to always get through our stuff. Beyond that, we don't really need to talk about a lot of this. A lot of things snowballed after we got strong in the mines, but, you know, we conquered all this. Got really low on red gems, looking at this map. We got a little unlucky with our mines. Plenty of sapphires, as you can see, our 20 gem income there. But the rest wasn't that good. Lots of blue kobolds, which, you know, blue kobolds aren't bad, but we definitely would have used our profits more had we realized that strat sooner. You could also get those spells with sorcerers, so you could just try and buy sorcerers too. I think that would be the two best things you could do, is use your gems for profits, sorcerers, try and get those spells, and if you don't get them, you still have nice casters. They're just not great. One thing we noticed is these guys have a big problem with casting all their summons, and that won't generally be as helpful as the big burst damage. You can imagine these have pyromancy. There's level 3 pyromancy spells that'll attack the entire map, like Hellfire, I think, or something like that. So these guys could perceivably work as well, but the cold ones are going to have that as a level 2 spell, and your sorcerers and shamans have a chance to get it. So I would definitely prioritize them if you can. These are an interesting alternative. We saw in this campaign, dragons, to my mind, are not that useful. I'm sticking by that. We saw how long it took for them to even move down here. And now that they're moving around, but they're lazy at first. And I'm hoping Illwinter will speed up how often they choose to attack. Because I'd rather lose a bunch of dragons and cause attrition and then go wipe the rest with kobolds than have them sit here. And maybe I'm missing something about the dragon mechanics. You guys can tell me in the comments to actually get them running smoothly, but I don't think they'll attack if there's no enemies, is what I've kind of noticed. But, you know, maybe they'll wander if enemies are wandering around. We could have used more. But even here, we don't have a lot of enemies wandering through this area of the map, so maybe if you're in a populous zone, the dragon is the answer. Maybe if you're more in the middle, but we started in the cold north. People had trouble moving towards us, and we were just generally avoided. You know, we got this over here, which even more sapphires, which is crazy. Really started taking off when we got this area. Had some trouble down here, but dealt with it. Otherwise, we can talk about spawns. You don't really get a lot of summons with this faction. The spawns, like these frost drakes, are okay. I think early expansion is what these guys are for, frankly. Beyond that, I don't love them. This one and the fire drake are probably the best, although I don't think we can see that right now. Yeah. No fire drake. But that's because they don't have wings. Your wyverns and your thunder dragons both have little thunder drakes. Both have wings, and they tend to die because they fly forward. I'm imagining a scenario where you mass a bunch of them and they're great. Or you mass them with your dragon spawn white guys, but don't your white guys not sit towards the front? Where are the white dragon spawn? I don't even see them. Did we kill our white spawn guy? Where's a white mine? I don't think they do. I could be wrong, but if they don't, and if they're just archers, then ignore, like, they are not that good into this gateway. Don't look up here enough. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. This is scary. Oh, and there's... I didn't know there's graveyards up here. We might want to explore the clouds more sometime soon. I don't know what's all up there. Maybe there's mines up there even. If there's mines, we can make little kobold houses. No. We can't in Agartha, so I assume we can't there. Yeah, beyond that, we can talk about the rest of the dragon spawn. And you know, these guys I like. The cold adds to your ability not to be killed because you're causing attrition to the enemy every time they hit you or try to hit you. Yeah, just try to hit you. 2 armor, 5 hit points. Not terrible for the kobolds, bad for everyone else. I like these guys, but again, all these guys are going to fly forward and die. I could imagine a situation where you balance it by having a bunch of white kobold archers and a bunch of green spawns in the front, or a bunch of blue spawns in the front, doing that. These guys I would use against trolls and things like that. Same with the green guys, not trolls, hydras for the green guys, and these guys for the hydras too. Lots of fire breaths will do a lot of damage, but you could also, like, there's alternatives that are cheaper in my mind and help you against more stuff. The sorcerers is generally, and the prophets are what I would run with in that case. Mainly the sorcerers, because your prophets are going to take a lot of gems to get off. So if you can get more gold, get sorcerers and use their spells to really invoke your power upon the enemy. But my OBS is froze, and I think we're good wrapping up here. If you enjoyed Nala, the prophet, and her king she spawned into existence through conquering, subscribe to the channel. Check out our D&D stuff, and I hope you enjoyed this series. I sure did. And you can join us for Scourge Lord Run, and we're going to be running a bunch of other factions in Elysium very soon. So, appreciate you guys being here for the ending, watching all this till the end. It's been a pleasure. May you go forth and conquer Elysium on your own with many little kobolds, and lose many hundreds and thousands in the fight. I'm sure we lost thousands. If anyone wants to count, if you have the time and patience to count how many kobolds we lost, I would appreciate you greatly. But I do not have the time or patience to do that, and I doubt anyone else does. But may those kobolds rest in peace, and may Elysium be ruled forevermore by the dragons. Until we play our next faction, I've been Dirty Dungeon. We'll see you next time.